Kips clips.
Alrighty, YouTube's another one of Kips clips. So, believe it or not, I'm going to talk about Assange and Wikileaks. And again, feel free to disagree. It's now more than ever. It's very apparent as to where Assange gets his mainstream media allies from and his alternative media allies from. And that now, for me, that's very telling. And it's not that I'm against, it's not that I'm now for the crimes that WikiLeaks exposed. It's that I now see WikiLeaks as what it was, an operation. Let's not forget, let's see, it's Illuminati. 2006, they popped up on the scene. 13 years ago. Unlucky for some, eh? But I'm saying WikiLeaks groomed us all. So, when this grooming has a variety of forms, doesn't it? So, you're preparing somebody for something. So, WikiLeaks groomed us all very early on. You want a wee bit of truth? Want a wee bit of secret documents? Right? And you hear their defence, like they don't need to retract any of their stories. Nobody's denying the stuff they put out was most definitely probably accurate and stolen documents. That's why the governments are going after them. It's the narrative of the documents that they put out. Who they named, who they shamed, where, why, when, and who, so on and so forth. So, WikiLeaks was used to further nationalist interests in lots of countries around the world. Fact. For me, that's the way I see it, right? It was used for a variety of different reasons. Let's look at one of the most obvious ones, right? So, groom. Prepare or train someone for a particular purpose or activity. Now, this purpose and activity was the current political the current political faction fight we're now witnessing, from the far right now making a play for as much power as they can grab, all over the world. I mean, the list is endless, from like Brazil to the Philippines. Don't really like point to China. It's been that way all the time. Modi, he's a India guy. He's a Hindu fundamentalist. Trump, Brexit shit in the UK. Project Identity, whatever it's called. I keep fucking that name up. I really need to go to class more. Just to name a few, and Putin. This emergence of this strongman nationalistic leader that when you scrape it behind the circus, as Tommy Robinson explained the other night, they want all these nationalistic entities from around the world to unite into one big global nationalist clique. I know, oxymoron. Fighting the globalists so they... The parlour tricks they've used to brainwash us all. Let's fight the globalists. Well, all the time, spreading their shite in every fucking corner of the globe they can get to, with the fucking idea of getting as much power as they can, to get as much allies as they can in where... Look at Wilders coming over here and backing Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson going over his wee nationalistic fucking fascist tour of fucking Europe. Anyway, I digress. So, think of WikiLeaks' journey. Boom shakalaka, at the very beginning, are telling you all, oh, look, and they sold us it with gore as well, man. Remember the thing that brought WikiLeaks into the focus of everybody's consciousness was that machine, that helicopter gunship video footage, fucking gunning down civilians and 2 Reuters journalists in Iraq. And that came out just as the internet was exploding, and everybody had that horrible, me included, by the way, I'm not a lot of people still have it, that horrible morbid curiosity to go and look and see what these things look like. You know, like real warfare and all that. Now you've got the kind of every channel fucking available to you on the interwebs and WikiLeaks and everything. And I no longer participate in that shit. I don't want to fucking see fucking splattered stuff and all that. Anyway, I digress. So what made me want to make this video about talking about how WikiLeaks groomed us all? And feel free to disagree. You might think they were a bastion of freedom for journalism. If that's all they were, I would be licking Assange's ring, but it's not. I don't believe they are. So Mike Rivero's on there, funnily enough, licking Assange's ring, telling him how great he was. And then he's talking about, oh yeah, I remember WikiLeaks releasing the DMC, which is the Democratic mob over in America, emails. So when you look at the barrage of different apparent independent entities which helped Trump into power, and America being the most powerful nation in the world right now still, if you get your nationalistic fucking moron in charge over there, it gives your movement a lot of leverage worldwide, and we've witnessed that with people obsessing with Trump in the UK while saying they're a British nationalist, and we see that with people over in the EU obsessing with Trump while all the time saying they're European nationalists or whatever their fucking bullshit they're hiding their fucking xenophobia, bigotry behind. So look at how WikiLeaks groomed us with all the good stuff at the beginning, and then just as Assange is fucking skull fucking you for the 9th time with Vault 7 or something, I can't remember the chapters of the storyline. Just when Assange is skull fucking you good, he starts coming out and releasing all this shit that's fucking damaging to a lot of Hillary Clinton allies worldwide. That clique. Now, look at the way that in British politics there's a pro and anti-Trump clique. In American politics, same. And it's a fractal of a lot of political arenas right now, where you've got your small elements of pro-Trump, fucking Zeke-Hal, fucking Nazi bastards. And right now they're making gains with the use of the internet and the spread of this pro-Trump rhetoric worldwide. And WikiLeaks was part of that process, and Assange has now been rotting in the embassy for 7 years. And he's getting flung to the wolves now, isn't he? And the more, like, let's say there's a grain of truth about some of this stuff that's coming out about him. Let's say there's a grain of truth about it, whether it's a character assassination or not, who knows. But if there's a grain of truth about what's coming out about him, he seems like a fucking Rain Man windy liquor, doesn't he? It was just good at doing whatever he was good at doing. And another victim? I mean, he was probably promised that he was going to be James Bond and shit. And he was locked up in a fucking house in London for 7 years. And that led him to start fucking painting the walls with shit, apparently. Hey ho, each to their own. Was it Jimmy Boyle that done that as well? Famous Glasgow prisoner guy up here. Anyway, WikiLeaks groomed us all. It was initiated in 2006 in Iceland by organisation Sunshine Press. Legit. Just a normal wee outfit. Although it did changed the course of elections and worldwide opinion and the course of discourse worldwide and how basically news is delivered and how people question the openness of the internet, the whole shebang. Just a little independent man John Lewis, that's all he was. This is what I'm looking for.
Now, this just came out. WikiLeaks, I love WikiLeaks.
So you can go and get the extended version and all that, right? But these must have been, especially if you into this information, you must have been living in a cave if you didn't. Well, a lot of people were engaged with the American election, you know. Trump getting elected. I was going to say Trump getting elected for me was an epiphany moment, but there's been a million and one of them along the way. Anywho, hopefully you get that wee sort of a point I'm trying to make there. WikiLeaks, I don't know about you, it groomed me. It's like, oh, what's this? Oh, look, it's fucking all the war crimes in Iraq. Oh, look at them, they're fucking brilliant. Oh, look at all the crime. Oh, you're telling me all the stuff. Oh, it's like a wee spy. It was like your own wee private spy, and you got your wee insight into your wee look into all these things that are going on. And look, listen again, I am not detracting from any of the crimes that WikiLeaks exposed. I'm not even saying that they're fake or they're false. I'm not saying that the news, the information that they brought out wasn't genuine. It looked like it very much was. It appears to be fucking very much so. But if you can't see how it was selectively released to steer certain debates, conversations, attack certain individuals at particular times and points, then I don't think you're a Thundercat, and I don't think you've got the power of hindsight. Because in hindsight, it's blatantly obvious, right? And then they'll turn around and go, well, you can't prove it. Well, you don't need to fucking be able to prove it, man. I've proven it to myself beyond a reasonable doubt. I'm not taking you into a court of law. For me, the writing's on the wall. And, like, it's not as if you can't commit a crime and leave no evidence, you know? These people fucking act like, well, if they'd done it, there would be evidence. No, if these were smart bastards, there would be no evidence. Look at the alt-right's intimidation. They do it just within a ball hair of the letter of the law. That's why when you go to the cops and whatnot with all the shit they've been sending you, all you can do is, what you want to do is, this familiarise yourself with the Communications Act, and if you can handle it right, as long as there's no fucking poking you with a stick and stuff, get as much abusive communications with them as you can. Get a big dossier, and then you can get them done with the Communications Act, and that'll fuck them up royally. Because they're just man, I don't even know what that wee fucking Stephen Cowie for Political Gamers TV, what was real and what was not. Stick his name into my channel if you want to find out more about that. Anywho, I believe I was groomed by WikiLeaks. Were you? Did WikiLeaks groom us all? And when they distort it and bring it back to freedom of speech, freedom of the press is getting... It's you're a fool not to be able to see how this was used as part of a larger... and if you think Julian Assange is a fucking journalist, you're wrong. He's not a run-of-the-mill journalist. He's a fucking guy that was sent out on a mission to do what he'd done, and he's done it to a certain extent. And hide behind the disguise of journalism and freedom of speech. Like the alt-right has been, like this right-wing nationalistic global movement has been doing from day dot. Hide behind freedom of speech. Hide behind it. Hide our fucking retarded arguments behind, oh, it's only freedom of speech. I was there, I fell for that rhetoric. Who can't agree with freedom of speech? You've got the freedom of speech, motherfuckers. Everybody has. But since time immemorial, since we've been able to go... That was the first ever speech by monkeys. I watched it on Discovery Channel. There's been consequences. You know, you go up and fucking say the wrong thing to the wrong guy at the wrong time, you're going to get punched in the fucking face. There's the freedoms all round. You get the freedom to say what you want. People get the freedom to fucking smack you in the fucking face. You know, there's lots of freedoms out there, not just the freedom of speech. This one's been jumped upon and fucking used because it enables the fucking provocateurs to get out there and hide behind that. And they ain't out there just because they want to have their wee speech. There's soapboxes, anybody can walk down the street and distribute flyers relatively free. They want to propagandise people at Dangerfield cunt, and all of them getting flung off these platforms slowly but steadily. It shows this to me to be true. And again, you make your own mind up. I'm not here to convince you. I know I'm looking at this stuff for my own fucking ability to find out what's going on. Anywho, remember what I do. It's digital basking. Everything's available, accessible, free of charge. I hope to do such a good job. You will find value in what I do and use your spare change, not your life savings, in the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. And a mega thanks to everybody that does. Alrighty, boob tubes. Thanks for listening. Catch you.
Clips, clips.